When moving through the woods or a non-permissive environment, being able to effectively carry your gear is not an option. Welcome back to Mission Ready Society. I'm your host, Orrin Price, and please, in this video, bear with me if my voice sounds all jacked up, is because I caught some sort of sickness and I'm currently getting over it at the moment. So my voice is a little messed up and whatnot. But with that being said, in today's video, we are doing an in-depth review of the Eberlestock Switchblade Assault Pack. This is arguably what I believe is the best assault pack on the market at the moment. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, now before we get into talking about all the different pockets and we do all this and that, we'll talk about the price point, because that's what everybody wants to know pretty much. Now this bag comes in at $250. That is a good amount of money. It is not cheap by any means, but it is also not the most expensive. When you compare this bag to brands like Mystery Ranch, it is well below those price points. And the quality you get and the size and everything you get with this bag, I think is extremely reasonable for that price. Now, obviously this is not like some cheapo bag off of Amazon for airsofting, and it's not like an army surplus bag either. But even though it is slightly expensive, I really think that it is well worth it. And you'll see why as we continue this video. All right, so to start off today's video, we're going to talk about the exterior of the bag to start. So starting off with the very front of the bag, you can see that there is some MOLLE here on the front. There's MOLLE on the left side, and there's MOLLE on the right side as well. There's also MOLLE on the very top of the bag. Now this is going to allow you to attach extra pouches if you so choose. There's also a Velcro spot to put a patch on. Now also on the left and the right side of the exterior of the bag, you have these elastic pouches that you can put some sort of water bottle in of your choosing. Now with that, we're going to move on to this top pouch here, and I'm going to open and turn it around. So this top pouch is a nice spacious area with various different pockets within it to organize your items. So to start it off, there's these two pouches right here in the front that you can fit full-size 5.56 magazines in. Now right now I do not have magazines in here. I have a Gerber, a knife, and some stormproof matches, but it does have this retention system that you can unvelcro and Velcro to make it more, you can make it tighter if you want, if that's the word. Then in between those pouches, you have these small pen pouches that I currently just have a Sharpie in, a normal pen, and then I have this small Streamlight that you may have seen in the last video if you watched that. Now if I can get that back in. Moving further to the back, there's two more pouches right behind those other pouches here in the front that you could fit magazines in. Now these are slightly larger, so you could fit more magazines back here, or you could fit other large items. Like right now I just have a Right in the Rain, and I have this little pouch that has some phone chargers and stuff in it. Now behind that, there's just this large open pocket that you could slide extra gloves, some iPro, you name it, in the top there. And that's kind of the gist of this upper pouch here. Now you can also, throw stuff on top and just close it. There's a lot of options that you can do with this pouch specifically, and this is just one in the whole bag. So right off the bat, this has tons of organizational ability. So with that, we'll close this up and we'll move to the next pocket. Now the next pocket of this bag is actually on the back. And I'm going to talk about this retention system here in a moment, but I do want to talk about this pocket first. So this pocket actually opens up on the side, and it's just this large compartment in the back here. And now what this is designed for is to be a concealed carry compartment, so you can very easily access your concealed carry. Now, I do not have anything in there right now, but what's nice is you can get to it from both sides. So this opens from both sides, and there's magnets that hold it closed. As you, sorry, I'm probably messing up the mic, but you might be able to hear it. Kind of, not really. There you go. Magnets that hold it closed. So that's just one big compartment in the back there that you can put some sort of handgun in for concealed carry. Now, before I talk about any other pockets, we are going to talk about the strap system here. So this is just, you know, 2 normal straps, and you do have a chest strap as well with a bungee system to help disperse that weight. Now, this is extremely padded. You have these 2 large pads running bit down the back here, which makes this extremely comfortable, as this sits right between your spine. Now, you can also adjust the height of this, the straps themselves. So this unvelcros, and there's these like large MOLLE loops here pretty much that you can move the straps up or down. Now, I found that this bag fit me just fine, like straight out of the box. So I haven't even touched that. Now you have spots that you could put some carabiners on here if you choose. You can also, there are straps up here to adjust how tight the top of the bag is to your shoulders. It also has this nice handle that's got this like foam on the inside to help keep the shape of it. And it's very sturdy and strong. So that is the strap system of this bag. It's, you know, very, very comfortable, very breathable as well. As you can see, this all perforated here allows for your back to breathe extremely well. All right, so now next we have 3 pockets that we're going to talk about on the exterior of the bag. We have 1 on the left and 2 on the right. We're going to start with this one more towards the front of the bag on the right side. Now this pocket is just a large open pocket on the very face of the bag. Now you can store extra layers or whatever you so choose in there. Maybe something that you want to be able to access easier than having to dig through everything else. But again, it's just a large open pocket right here on the face of the bag. Now, we're going to talk about these 2 pockets together. There's 1 on the left and there's 1 on the right. Now, in here, I have a hat, but these are also 2 large open pockets. Nothing like specific organizational wise in them, but they are large open areas that you can store items on the sides of the bags. So again, if you want some extra layers or you want a hat like I have in there to be easily accessible without having to dig through all of your gear, then that is a perfect place to put it within this assault pack. All of these pockets are great for just being able to rapidly access for, you know, maybe you have a tourniquet in one or you have an IFAK or whatever items that you need to get to quickly. Then these are perfect areas that you can store them in. Again, this is just some ideas. Like, it doesn't have to be that. You could have a hat like I did in the one side because maybe it's chilly out and you want to have a hat easily accessible and you don't want to have to dig through all of your stuff. But those are 3 more pockets that this assault pack has to offer. All right, with all that being said, that brings us now to the last pocket and my favorite part of this bag, which is the large inside pocket. Now, as you will see, let me not jump too far ahead here. This pocket has double zippers that you can zip apart like so, and it can open from the top. But my favorite feature is that you can pull it like so, and the entire front of the bag opens. Now within here, you'll notice there's some more MOLLE on this side of the bag to attach pouches if you so choose. There's also MOLLE here on this side of the bag, along with some Velcro. This is also all like a Velcro system that Eberlestock has that you can integrate with other pouches that they sell. So that is extremely valuable and nice. Now, within that, on the sides here, there is organizational pouches, and I have a few items in here. So starting on the left side, you have these large larger pockets here that you can fit items in, longer items, maybe some tools, or like I have some chem lights in there, some zip ties, stuff like that. Just some longer items that you might want to fit down in there. Now below those is this larger pocket that I have a mini IFAK in, with a tourniquet and then some other medical supplies within the pouch itself that fits perfectly in this pocket down here, keeps it retained nice. Now if we come to the other side, there is this large deep pocket that goes all the way down from the top of the bag to the top, or from the top to the bottom of the bag. Now you can just stuff this with some extra items. Again, maybe you throw a rain jacket in there, or a poncho or something of that nature. And now in the back of the bag here, you have these two pockets. You have this smaller one and you have this larger one. Now these have these like plastic shells in it to help keep some rigidity and help the shape, so you can easily slide stuff in and easily slide it out. Now this might be perfect for storing extra ammo, again, extra layers, pretty much whatever you choose to put in here. But having that structural integrity that this has with these plastic sheets in it is extremely helpful for not only, you know, helping get stuff out easier, but just making it so your pack is more comfortable as well and not all lumpy, and you can, you know, easily just put stuff in and have it nice and organized. So that is extremely nice. And then they just collapse down nice and flat in there. So if you choose to just use this as one big pocket, you can do so too. Now, kind of the last feature is just this little lanyard here at the top that you can, you know, clip your keys to or something else that you so choose to do that with. Now, another thing too that's cool about this pack is you can actually use a hydration bladder in there. So this lanyard, you could slip a hydration bladder in here, and you could clip the hydration bladder to this little lanyard here, and there is a hole on the right side here for your water hose to go out. So that's another extremely nice feature that you could put a Camelback reservoir in here or something like that. That way you can stay hydrated. Now, again, this is the main pocket of the bag. It is the biggest pocket. And my favorite feature is just the fact that this thing can unzip completely, allowing you to easily access pretty much everything within that pocket without, like, you know, having to dig to the bottom of the bag to find stuff. You can just, you know, rip the thing open, get to what you need, zip it back up, and keep going on your way. So that is extremely nice. Now you can kind of get an example of what it looks like when the bag is on. You can see that it hugs my back extremely well, and that it is extremely comfortable as well. Now obviously there's nothing in the bag, like weight-wise really, so it's not like pulling on me at the moment, but even if there was, it would still be extremely comfortable. So that pretty much wraps up all the features that this bag has. Now, the reason I think this is one of the best assault packs on the market right now is because of what you get for the price point. Now, obviously, it's not a super cheap bag like off of Amazon or like a surplus bag. Coming in at $250 is quite a bit, but I think that you get a good amount and you get really good quality for what you pay. Eberlestock is an extremely reputable brand. They make very high quality gear, and yeah, they just overall do a great job at making bags and other various products that they sell. Now, obviously, I don't have any affiliation with them. I'm not, you know, trying to sell you guys this because I make money off of it in any sort of way. I just really like this product, and if anything, that speaks more to why I think it is a great assault pack and possibly the best one on the market at the moment. Now, they do obviously make other bags they do obviously make other bags, but they are at, you know, various different price points. They have more expensive ones, they have cheaper ones, but this size is perfect in my opinion. The cheaper ones are smaller, you can't hold as much in there. The more expensive ones are obviously larger and you can hold more, but they can get pretty expensive, like over $300 and stuff like that. Now, obviously there's other brands out there like Mystery Ranch, but those bags are extremely expensive. So I think that this is a very good middle ground price-wise. And again, you're just getting tons of capability in this bag, and you're getting extremely good quality. Now, yeah, personally, I think this is probably the best assault pack that you could buy at the moment. And again, that's just my opinion. Whether you choose to follow that or not is up to you guys. But I will say that this thing has treated me extremely well, and I think it'll continue to keep treating me extremely well and will last for a long time. This bag is great, and I plan to keep running this until it basically just disintegrates. But yeah, with that being said, that wraps up my review on the Eberlestock Switchblade. Thank you for watching today's video. I do hope that you enjoyed it and that you learned something valuable maybe. Maybe if you're trying to find an assault pack for yourself and you've been struggling with a decision, this will help you make that decision. Now, I will have a link in the description to purchase this bag. I will say that link will bring you to Amazon, and Amazon only sells specific colors of this pack. So if you do want to go to the actual Eberlestock website and purchase it from there, by all means, do so. But what's important to me is that you gained, new knowledge, you gained a new skill. Maybe not in this video, you didn't gain a new skill, but mainly knowledge, helped you made a decision, something that just helped you in some sort of way, is all that I really care about. So enough of me rambling on about that. If you did like today's video, consider leaving a like. And also, if you want to see future content like this, consider subscribing. With that being said, again, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.